Johnny the fuck Minerals, who I don't even view as a real human being.
It's guys like Minerals.
Let's have it right.
He's not on my radar. I don't care about him.
You got the Minerals too.
One of them brown envelope mobs.
No Minerals.
Minerals.
The realness of this guy.
Let's have it right.
And respect. Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
The realness of this guy.
Minerals. Let's have it right.
Minerals FC need proper winning Minerals, mate.
Let's have it right.
And respect.
I'm just a brown envelope, or I'm
Absolutely screwed. Let's have it right.
Brown envelopes.
You brown envelopes from the club.
You got the Minerals to fight for his place.
You are in the woods wronging. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you taking the time out to say that. Cheers. This one's for you. Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it? The Minerals.
Minerals FC.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
Johnny the fuck Minerals.
The Minerals. In them, we know that they have the Minerals. We've not.
There's Minerals that you need.
It's guys like Minerals and
You got the Minerals too.
Let's have it right.
Minerals.
Johnny Minerals.
like Minerals is one of the very vociferous Chelsea fans.
Minerals FC mudded me. I couldn't give a shit about that guy.
Let's have it right.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.
Can everybody just stop getting shot? So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well, winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't already, make sure you do so. We've got the subscribe button, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We've got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description and pinned at the top live chat. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to the no surrender mentality. And big up to everyone in the chat. Love to all of you lot and everyone supporting the channel. I didn't do a video last night. I had a lot going on. But we're going to do... Well, there's a lot of land tonight. There's a lot of land. So I hope you're all ready and you're all comfortable and you got your... Now that's grandma, you got your bevy, you got whatever you got, your grub, your readies, you know the deal. So let's land the damn mineral, shall we? Listen, it's not for every club to reach European finals. The bottle jobs, the bottle job, that should be the movie. They should have bottles of Buxton as their shirt sponsor, the Goons. Lego head, outright delusional, saying that the bench of PSG said they were the better side and they deserve to win. Delusional that he thinks that they were the best side over the two legs. Lewis Enrique, the GOAT, elite gaffer, laughing his head off. Let's have it right. Because he's laughing all the way to the Champions League final. And Lego head, an Arsenal Football Club who have never won European honours and never won the Champions League, never won the Super Cup, never won the Club World Cup, never won the Europa League, never won the Conference League. So have it right. Well, it's the history of the Goons. And they are fully in the gutter. And I'm loving it. You know, that's the best thing that's happened this week. Or one of the best things anyway. And we can all drink in the minerals there. He's in phase 5. He spent 850 odd million. They're all his players, and it's still trust the process. It's still trusting Lego Head. You got Guillem Balague, whatever his name is, the Spanish journalist coming out going, you know, what he's building is fantastic. You need to give him a bit more time and this and that. I mean, the PR's relentless, bruv. The PR is absolutely relentless. And the PR's buried that football club. The PR's burying Chelsea Football Club. In fact, it's just burying football as a whole. You know, football's in the gutter. The standards, the levels, everything about it. It's just not how we know it. And we need to resurrect the true DNA of football, the true DNA of Chelsea Football Club, the true DNA of rivalry. We need to resurrect that. Tribalism. It's in the mud. It's in the absolute gutter. Why? Why is it in the mud? Why is it in the mud? Olivia Bazaglo, yeah, Chelsea supporter, obviously, goes on Sky Sports. She's with that. She's going out with that geezer who goes on. He does TikToks and betting, and he's on some platform. The one geezer that sat with Rory Jennings and said that Van Dijk is better than John Terry. Oh yes, that fella. You know, she needs to straighten him out. You know what I'm saying? But she put a poll out. Who do you want to win the Europa League final? Manchester United or Spursy? And I'm going to show you the results. So everyone, be prepared. Let's have it right. She says, I'm intrigued. Chelsea fans, who do you want to win the Europa League final? As you can see, I voted there. My tick under United. 49.3% of the Chelsea fan base selected United. 50.7% of the Chelsea fan base voted Spurs. The amount of votes was 25,771 votes. Yeah. That in itself tells you the state of the Chelsea fan base. Yeah. That is a disgrace. But this is the problem we got. We're infested with all these wrong-uns, these little minions, these Twitter virgins. They ain't got an absolute clue about the history between Chelsea Football Club and Spurs. They're new Gen Z wrong-uns, and they've infiltrated. And these Meatloaf Bowleys and Siri merchants and Blueco are using these wrong-uns to, well, create a divide and conquer in the fan base. A divide. That is a disgrace that even one person has selected Spurs to win the Europa League final. Yeah. That's a disgrace, bruv. Yeah. It's actually it's disgusting. Yeah. We hate Spurs. We hate them. I don't want them winning nothing, mate. Not one game, let alone a trophy. It's bad enough we've got Manchester United and Spurs in the Europa League final. It's bad enough that you've got United sitting, 13th, 14th, Spursy sitting 16th in the table, and they're both in the Europa League final with an opportunity not only to get Champions League football, all right, that's the cherry on top, but to win a bloody trophy. And these melts are picking Spurs over United to win it. I mean, it makes me feel sick, bruv. It's disgusting. What are we doing here? And I blame the ownership. Who else are you going to blame? Because listen, Meatloaf Bowley doesn't even know who Rude Hullet is, mate. Yeah? Everyone who doesn't even know football knows who Rude Hullet is, yeah? Ballon d'Or winner, Chelsea, part of the Chelsea revolution, the true rebuild of Chelsea, laying the foundations. FA Cup winner, manager of Chelsea, player of Chelsea, AC Milan, Holland, European Cups, Ballon d'Ors, you name it, Champions Leagues. He's won it all, bruv. Yeah? A goat. Up with the football gods. Milo Bowley doesn't even know who he is. Yeah? Ruud Gullit said, well, the DNA at Chelsea's gone. The DNA at Chelsea is gone. It's diminished. There's nothing there. And that vote there, I'm talking over 25,000 votes. More votes were in favour of Spurs to win the Europa League. Yeah, tells you the state of the fan base. Tells you the state of Chelsea Football Club and the fan base in Chelsea Football Club. The online fan base, the match-going supporters, they will never. Well, listen, if you're going to a game and you're voting for Spurs to win the Europa League, then you should be banned for life. Let's have it right. Because no one should be voting and supporting the dirty Spursy, bruv. Yeah? No one. you've lost all rights being a Chelsea supporter if that's your mentality. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. We hate them more than Arsenal. We hate them more than Man United. We hate them more than Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Stevie G will tell you. What were you saying? You reckon it's on par with the Millwall? You know what I'm saying? Is it worse than Millwall? Is it a worse rivalry? It's worse than West Ham. So who the fucking hell is voting for Spurs to win the Europa League? I want to ask that question. The heritage at Chelsea, the DNA, is dilute, mate. Which is why everyone's in acceptance of this shit that we are witnessing after 3 years. Yeah? We are the new Arsenal at this rate. Trust the process, PR. Now listen. I'm going to address the Man United game. Don't you worry about it. Yeah? I'm going to address it, mate. 107%. Ooh. I'm going to address it. Yeah? But I want to address our game. Our game against Djurgården. Yeah? The mighty Swedes. We beat 4-1 in their backyard. And we won 1-0 thanks to Weddinall scoring a goal. Let's have it right. Only 1-0. Clean sheet. Let's have it right. There are some positives. Don't get me wrong. There are some positives. But the main positive for me, the main positive in that game was literally the kid, the baby, Reggie Walsh. Cobham boy came on, started. He came on in the first leg and with his first touch almost scored. He played the game yesterday. Baller. How many young'uns did we have from our Cobham Academy playing? Little Tyrese George got his assist. Let's have it right. Akinpong. And this manager brought on that central defender, that young'un we bought for whatever, 8 million, 10 million, and got outclassed and outshined by Reggie Walsh. Reggie Walsh, 16, who's at school. Probably went to school today. We're getting younger and younger in the team. Now, let's have it right. If you're playing Europa League football, if you're playing Champions League football, there ain't no way these kids are even getting a sniff. But I want to big up the kid, all right? He looks 16. He looks younger than that. But he landed it. And we have to give him praise. And it fills me with so much joy to see a young Cobham kid come on. Reece James says, I've seen him in training. But fuck me, he's a good player. Yeah? Even Reece James is saying that. He got to play with Reece James. He got to play with Lukukukukurela. He got to play with Tyreek George. He got to play with some senior players. The so-called senior players at Chelsea now. And let's have it right. He is having a taster. But what does that tell you? I'll tell you what it tells you. Yeah? It tells you how good the Cobham Academy is. That is the DNA Roman Abramovich, Cobham Academy. What, you think Blueco signed Reggie Walsh, do you? Or is it Neil Bath and Jim Fraser? The two we let go from Cobham. We have got an array of talent, gems in Cobham Academy that are outshining the players they buy, these young kids they buy, that they're spending millions of pounds on. Millions of pound notes. They're buying all these kids. And yet our Cobham kids outshine. Tyreek George with an assist. Reggie Walsh landing the damn minerals. Let's have it right. Akinpong there as well, getting his clean sheet. What are we doing here? Yeah. Granted, it's against some dead, unknown team. In fact, every team we've played in the Conference League, it's been a chore, you know. But this is right up the Clown Lake Street. So let's ask the question. What are you buying all these kids from every different continent when we've got Academy, the Academy that you sold to yourselves and made us a limited company? Oh, right. Well, it will be a case of it's pure profit FC. It's a cash cow. Cobham Academy is a cash cow. It's gone. We're getting the last drip feeds of Roman's Cobham Academy because these lot ain't building it. There's nothing to develop at Chelsea. We can't even develop a first team at this rate. Now, let's have it right. It was no doubt we're going to win that game, and we are into the final of the Conference League. Of course, we were going to get to the final. There was no quality team to play for us to not get to the final. And with the amount of billions of pounds that these clans have spent, of course, we're going to go and get to the final. We are in the Europa League final. We're going to Legia Warsaw's ground where we played them, and we're going to play Real Betis. Manuel Pellegrini, winner, Premier League winner, Cup winner. Let's have it right. Experience, tactician, mentality. And I watched Betis yesterday. I watched a bit of the Fiorentina Betis game. And these lot are no pony, bruv. These lot they're up for it. You saw thousands of their supporters chanting and congratulating the players to reach that final. They've got Isco, they've got Anthony, they've got that Rodriguez player. They've got some top players in that team. And their number 10 looks a real good player. Defense, they've got fight, they've got good players. This is the real test. This is the first test in the Conference League for our football club and for Enzo Maresca and for all of our players. Ultimately, right, we should be beating Real Betis. There is no excuses not to beat Real Betis in the Conference League final. And we should be lifting the Conference League Cup. Facts. Why not? Listen, all I'm hearing on the timeline and all I'm hearing from certain people is, if we win it, it's a great thing to build with. I've heard it on Talk Sport. It's a great thing to build upon. It's a young team and they get a taste of winning something. All right? Why couldn't we then build on what Roman left, what these clans inherited from Roman? Why have we got to gut that all down to build from the fucking bare soil in the earth? Why? We got no choice but to build and be served up this Conference League final. I don't ever want to play in this competition again. It's a criminal offence to be in this competition. And everyone says, well, we can be the only team to say we've won the whole lot. Well, we will only be that team because no Real Madrids, no Juventuses, no Barcelonas, no Atletico Madrids, no Bayern Munichs, no Man Cities, not even Man United are in the gutter, all right? No Liverpools are ever going to be in that competition. They're not going to be in it. We bantered West Ham, the Hammers, for winning that competition. Declan Rice's glory, apart from his bend it like Declan Rice in their actual Champions League final, which was their quarter-final. To them, that's their trophy, that they beat Real Madrid. We beat Real Madrid, 2 legs, we beat them, to go through. And what do you know? We go all the way and win the Champions League, our second star. So have it right. These lot ain't got mentality. It's the supporters that have the mentality, but now you can see that the mentality in the supporters is a divide because you've got them voting for Spurs to win the Europa League instead of Man United. So you can see how the standards have fallen and how everything's in acceptance of what's happening at Chelsea. Now let's have it right. We do celebrate every trophy. For me personally, the Carabao Cup's got more heritage than this cup, but we're in it. Let's win it. You're only in it to win it, bruv. So let's have it right. I want to win the trophy. We all, as Chelsea supporters, want to win the trophy. But do I have bragging rights with it? Am I going to banter? Will I even bring it up to the discussion in a debate? No, I don't even bring 2 Europa Leagues up. I never have with Arsenal. I never have with any London club. All I bring up is Champions League because that is the pinnacle. For me, the Charity Shield is Arsenal's Champions League. I saw a stat actually. 34% of their trophies is Charity Shields. Let's have it right. What a banter FC they are. But the Champions League for me, that is what we should be playing in. John Terry said it. We should be in Champions League. Why have we not been in it for phase 3? 3 seasons we're not been in the Champions League with these clowns. Obviously, they inherited us when they bought us. Romans was already in the Champions League, and they stuck with Jellyfish Potter for it. when they had the opportunity to sack that yes man jellyfish and bring in Luis Enrique wanted the job. Instead, Iqbali's at PSG watching and witnessing Luis Enrique, the elite winning mentality monster gaffer, take PSG, youngest team, to the Champions League final to play Inter Milan. That tells you the state of the recruitment policy, tells you the state of the ambition, tells you the state of the mentality. And that is not Chelsea DNA. You know for a fact if Roman was in charge, he ain't hiring Maresca, he ain't hiring Pochettino, and he ain't hiring Jellyfish Potter. But who he would hire is a Luis Enrique, who I put in the ilks with Thomas Tuchel, bro. Thomas Tuchel, the gaffer that Roman brought us, and he brought us in less than 4 months the Champions League trophy. No trust the process, just inherited 5 seasons of players, a Roman team, a Marino recruitment policy, and changed the mentality, the style of play instantaneously, mate. Yeah. That is when you're serious. We're not a serious club. We ain't a serious club. We're being mugged off left, right, and centre. And a lot of people don't really talk about it. A lot of people don't really mention it. They're all toxic positivity because they thought, oh, we've beaten a B team, Liverpool, in a must-win game, and now we're going into Newcastle, and it's like, oh, this is the biggest game of the season. Well, every fucking game is the biggest game of the season. Every game this season has been a must-win game. That's from the ultras in the chat. Tell me, how many times have we said on stream, on previews, on reviews, it's a must-win game? Every game's a must-win game because the trophy is top 4. And now we've been gifted a 5th position. It's top 5. Newcastle away is the biggest game now because we're in the now. We don't look to the future. We don't look at the process. And, if you look in the past, you're living in the past. Yeah, I'm going to live in the past with the standards of Roman Abramovich. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah? And if you don't like it, then jog on, you melts. But we have to look in the now. How can you look to the future with a process and a project if you don't deal with the now? Well, the now is we have to beat Newcastle away, our bogey ground. Not even Jose Mourinho won it with our great teams at Newcastle. In fact, the last time we beat Newcastle was with Thomas Tuchel. I think we beat them 3-1. And we called it what? Reece James's Park. Reece James, our captain, that can't even get in the first team, who, let's have it right, they're playing him in the Conference League game. An irrelevant fucking game last night, and you're playing Reece James, our captain, when we need him against Newcastle. Oh, but it's Gordon. He's going to be up against Gordon. Are you joking me, bruv? Reece James dealt with Real Madrid, dealt with Atletico Madrid, dealt with Porto, dealt with Manchester City. And you're telling me, we can't deal with the Newcastle attack? Get in the bin. What are we doing here? No, let's wrap him up in cotton wool, guys. Let's make sure he doesn't get injured because we need that pure profit FC. It's all about the dollar, dollar, dollar. Yeah? That's the facts. That's the facts. All this narrative I've seen about Reece James, the agenda on Reece James, and he can't stay fit. He's fit now, mate. He's played out 90 minutes last night in an unimportant game. Why? Why is he not getting rested like Enzo Fernandez and Casado and Cole Palmer and Nico Jackson and Colwill? Why? Why is he even playing Cucurella for that matter? Because you know Cucurella's playing. No, well, we're going to bring on Gusto instead of Reece James. Sorry, I'm not having it. What kind of shit is this? World-class players deserve to play, and especially when he's your captain, in must-win games. In the biggest games of your season, you play your captain, you play your best players. Reece James is up there, right, as our best player, right? You cannot tell me when he is fit, he is not the best player at Chelsea Football Club. He is Chelsea. So it's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. Oh, did I call it out? Yes, I fucking well did. And I will continue to call it out. So, let's have it right. Real Betis, massive game. I don't know. I can't call it. Really, we should be beating them. Really, we should be beating them. But it's going to be a tough test. And it's a European final. And it's going to one-off game. Anything can happen. Let's have it right. Let's go with the toxic positivity. We'll win this cup. We'll win this cup. You know, we beat Liverpool. Come on. Of course we can beat Real Betis. You know, we're on a run. We're on a massive run. So we should beat Newcastle tomorrow. Sunday. Should be no excuses to beat Newcastle. You know, we're a new team. We got to trust the process, haven't we? Listen, all these melts with their content, talking about signings, get out of here, bruv. Get out of here. That Gill, that brown envelope, was saying if it's the right player, they'll break the wage structure. Have a day off. It ain't happening. Yeah? Where's the money coming from? Oh, I know where the money's coming from. It's coming from all the Djurgården supporters that paid and bought memberships and infiltrated our ground last night. The last home game we had more than 10,000 empty seats. Well, we can't have that happen again, can we now? Said Midal Bali, Tout Bowley and Siri Merchant. No, let's allow them to get their memberships. Let's sell all the hospitality packages and let them come into the ground. And then it was kicking off, bruv. Yeah, everyone's getting slapped up all over the gaff, and rightly so. Slap them up. They shouldn't be in our ground. Yeah. And Enzo Maresca's got the cheek to complain about the atmosphere, that these clowns and these brown envelopes want to come out and attack the supporters about the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge. Well, I fucking wonder why. It's not just this game it's happened. It's happened many games. It happened at the Liverpool game. How many supporters I've known that they've told me, Johnny, I had Liverpool supporters sitting next to me in the home end. Well, it's a combination of vivid seats, wakey. It's not all sunshine and rainbows at Chelsea. Let's fucking call it out. Let's call it out. Yeah? Vivid seats, the Premier League should be investigating. Where's that investigation? Where is it? We ain't hearing nothing. But it's on their unauthorised platforms for selling tickets on the Premier League. But yeah, it's not getting dealt with or exiled. Yeah? I wonder why. Brown envelopes, is it brown envelopes time? Yeah. So let's ask the question. It's more important for Siri Merchant and Tout Bowley to make sure that they can get that revenue for the game last night, selling to whoever they can sell to, because most Chelsea supporters don't even want to go to that dross game, because that's how bad it is, all right? Because if that was the Europa League semi-final, Champions League semi-final, it ain't happening, yeah? But it's the Conference Mickey Mouse Trophy Cup competition. No one can be bothered on a Thursday night. We're sick of playing Thursday nights. I'm sick of it, bruv. That's for Europa League. But the fact of the matter is, the ownership are very happy to collect their pound notes than worry about the safety of the supporters at Chelsea, the home supporters. They much rather get their pound notes than care about the heritage, the rivalry, which we ain't even got rivalry, but home is home. Away is for the away supporters. That's the away end. Ain't no one getting in the home end, yeah? Stewards couldn't deal with that. How are the stewards going to deal with it? You're joking me, brother. Have you seen the stewards at Chelsea? They couldn't manage a piss up in a brewery. No, it had to be down to the Chelsea supporters giving a little slap and tickle to the wrong uns. Because that's the state we are in. It's a joke, mate. Yeah? And people go, oh, why? How can this happen? Because it's not like this is the first time. It's been happening. What, you don't think Vivid Seats sold tickets for that game? I went on the Vivid Seats platform, mate. Yeah? One ticket left. One ticket they didn't sell was left after the game. So that means all the tickets were sold on Vivid Seats. you don't think that the Your Garden supporters knew about Vivid Seats. Everyone knows about Vivid Seats. It's been viral. Why? Because we landed on the Minerals FC. No one else has got the bottle to do it. Listen, I'm calling out a lot of people. The bottom line is, right, yeah, this YouTube game, the X game, the blue tick game, they're all fucking sellouts, bruv. They're all flip-flop merchants. They're all a disgrace, man. They're only for self-gain, you know. No one calls out these issues with venom, bruv, yeah, with passion, because they don't give a fuck. Really, they don't care. They don't care about the ticketing situation. But the Chelsea Supporters Trust do, because they put out an official announcement today. Yeah? And let's read it, shall we? Shall we read it? Actually, before I do that, Max, who's a Chelsea supporter, he's been banned from Stamford Bridge. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 seasons he's been banned for saying stuff on X, calling out the ticketing situation. What a surprise. Does that sound familiar? Sounds familiar to me. He's put out a post from Casual Chelsea. It says, a day we thought would never come. A day where our beloved Stamford Bridge has been conquered like never before. Due to our disgraceful new owners, opposition supporters managed to get into parts of the ground that are meant to be for Chelsea fans only. And every time it happens, it chips away at the identity and the unity of our fan base. The scenes last night were truly embarrassing and has shown how far low our club has fallen in terms of fan culture and community and DNA. Let's have it right. What kind of club lets rival fans buy tickets in the Matthew Harding Lower or the Shed End? Can you imagine this happening Millwall? Not a chance, because their clubs take pride in protecting the sanctity of the home end. It's even happening at Man United. Stretter, season ticket holder, he's told me many times that it's happening at United. It's happening in the Premier League clubs because the ownership need their pound notes and they don't give a shit about the culture, the community, the DNA of the football clubs. They don't love football. This is the point. He says, not a chance, because their clubs take pride in protecting the sanctity of the home end. Chelsea, under this ownership, seems more interested in high-priced ticket sales to tourists rather than supporter loyalty or match day safety. We're not just customers or numbers on a spreadsheet. We are the heart of this football club, and we're being let down. It's time for us true Chelsea fans to act. Enough of the excuses. Vet the sales. Lock down the resale channels. Enforce fan segregation. Do something, because right now it feels like the people running the club have no idea what supporting Chelsea is really about. Big respect to those who fought back against the Your Garden fans in our end last night up the Chelsea. Yeah, that sounds very familiar. Sounds like a Minerals FC ultra speaking. Yeah, everyone wants to feed an agenda on me. Why? Why is that? What? Because I speak the truth? Because I call it out? What? Because Vivid Seats come out from my platform and we fucking landed it. Big up to Eunice, who was participating with that, and we made that go viral. Yeah, for the Chelsea Supporters Trust to protest with a Stop Exploiting Loyalty hashtag banner, which I stood behind. Proudly, I stood behind that. Yeah. To then report Tout Bowley because he don't correspond. He doesn't communicate. Yeah. So have it right. Now let's go to the Chelsea Supporters Trust, who landed the damn Minerals. A call for evidence. Stamford Bridge succumbs to visiting Swedish supporters. Thursday's fixtures was the most serious breach of stadium security in recent memory. They have put an official statement, and they are calling for all Chelsea supporters that have any video evidence or footage of what happened last night to send it so that Chelsea Supporters Trust can represent the supporters and go speak to the ownership. Well, good luck with speaking to the ownership, because they don't give a shit. Which leads me on to, and big up to them for doing that. It's about time they grow some bollocks and do it. I've been calling them to land it for how long? And listen, it's getting later and later and later in the hour, where if you do not protest against the severity of what is happening at Chelsea, then it's going to be too late. And it already is hitting that too late bracket. Trust me. Yeah. It's also come out via, and I've got it. Hold on. Let me get it up. the CPO, Chelsea Pitch Owners, have yet to receive a proposal from Chelsea FC about the new stadium. They have not been contacted. They have not been involved in any discussions. They've been completely disrespected. When we have a say, and I suggest all Chelsea supporters go and buy a share in the Chelsea pitch. You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. And we own the name of the football club, which is why these clowns are talking about. You got Chelsea Fan TV asking Hans-Urs Wyss, the Swiss merchant, the 5% Swiss merchant, what he thought about the game, and not, are you going to bring us trophies? Are you going to continue the legacy Don Roman is? And what's going on with the stadium? Yeah? Because we got the Chelsea Pitch Owners. Have you spoken to the Chelsea Pitch Owners? No, you have not. Well, it's all a circus behind the scenes. You know, the reality is no one, listen, a lot of people that want to watch content, they don't like this sort of thing. Why? Because it's too real, it's too factual, and it's a reality check, and people don't like it. Oh, they deem it as negative and it's toxic. No, it's not. It's calling it out because no one else calls it out. Go on all the platforms. Where are they speaking on this? With how I'm doing it in detail. There's a reason for it. The club owners want no one to speak on it. They're all scared. They're scared to get shadow banned. They're scared to get attacked. They're scared about their pocket. They're scared about their image. They're scared about upsetting their viewers. Who gives a fuck? If my viewers don't like it, don't watch me. I've got people in comments like giving it all this. Give it. What are you following me for? What are you watching me for? If I'm that much of a fucking chore, then what are you watching me for? Because you know deep down what I'm saying is right. And everyone needs to unite. As that Chelsea casual put a post up. Everyone needs to unite. And the Chelsea supporters just need to. Because the CPO's been disrespected. So we got the CPO being disrespected. All right? When we got all the ownership rights of whether we stay or go from Stamford Bridge. But then the ownership have got the loophole merchantry. Because they love a loophole. Of changing the name to Chelsea and Chelsea, trademarking that name, calling us CFC LDN. Oh, because of the 120-year anniversary. No, it's not. They're planting the seed. All their advertisement, everything you see via Chelsea Twitter and on the website, it's got CFC LDN. That is the branding, mate. They're planting that seed. And all this new Gen Z wrong'uns are accepting it. Not us on here. Not us on here. We're called Chelsea Football Club, not CFC LDN. Jog on with that, yeah? Try and Americanise us. Fuck off. We don't need to be rebranded. We're branded as you bought us, Chelsea Football Club, the biggest club in London. We see things they'll never see, and we definitely see things that they'll never see, yeah? Let's have it right. So you've got the CPO, you've got the Chelsea Supporters Trust with the ticketing, vivid seats, the infiltration of away supporters. And it's not just this game, it's happening on many games, all right? These are serious issues with our football club. But instead, all these content creators want to talk about, oh, let's talk about the game. Oh, let's talk about how important this game is. Oh, let's talk about, oh, well, hopefully we go in the market and we go and sign some experienced players because we've had 6 transfer windows and maybe in the 7th we can get it right. Oh, let's not talk about the debt. Let's not talk about the ticketing situation. Let's not talk about the infiltration of away supporters. Let's not talk about how this ownership have destroyed our football club and gutting us and milking us for every pound note that they can get. The blood-sucking vampires. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not be relentless with that. Listen, let's have it right. If you ain't got the stomach, if you have not got the stomach for the win, lose or draw blue colour mentality, then fuck off. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your tears and cries when it all hits the fan, all right? Because it's reality. It ain't going away. Champions League football, no Champions League football. Conference League, no Conference League trophy. Sellouts, jog on. You're the cause. You're participating with the brand envelopes, the journalists, and all these Twitter accounts with the agenda from the ownership to get what they want. They don't care about Chelsea. They call us customers. They don't love the supporters. They don't love the club. They don't know the club. They've destroyed the DNA of this football club. They say we burn blue when we bleed blue. What are you changing the slogan for? They want to burn the DNA of Chelsea, which they have, to create their own DNA. Yeah? It's like they want to re-chip us, bruv. They want to reset us. They want to reprogram. And they're doing that with all this Twitter nonsense, with all these new young'uns that are coming in, bruv. Voting for Spurs to win the Europa League instead of Man United. That's why we are where we are. And I call it out. And I won't stop calling it out. Yeah? Let's have it right. Not having it. I'm not having it. Yeah? Listen, it's personal between me and the ownership. I'm telling you all that now. It's personal between me and... They made it personal. They made it personal because, let's have it right, yeah? When you don't get that chance, I've lost something I love, all right? And I'm not going to fucking allow these lot to destroy it furthermore what they've done. I will continue to call it out, yeah? I will continue to. I don't care. I'm not interested in it. Listen, I said it to many people, yeah? I'm not in it for a pound note. I'm not in it for celebrity status. Like that Rahman Osman, all right, who wants to clip me going, oh, Johnny's treated like a celebrity at this protest. Fuck off, yeah? Don't insult me, yeah? You know what's going on at the club, and you're happy to take your brown envelopes and push the club narrative. You're just as bad as them. You're a sellout like all the other journalists that have killed our football club, yeah? So at the end of the day, when you attack me, you take something from me, and you attack my channel, yeah? And it's not a level playing field for anyone else. And do you know what the funny thing is? Every other content creator, not just Chelsea content creators, but every other content creator out there, they all fucking know what I'm about. They can't do what I do. They can't do it. They won't go there. They hit a certain point and they won't cross that line. Me, I'm sitting at the fucking table, yeah, of elites. That's what I'm doing. And piece by piece, brick by brick, I will fucking take them down as they've taken our Chelsea Football Club down. Yeah? And football for that matter. And football. That's what I stand on. That's what I represent. I represent truth, loyalty, respect, honour, realness. That's what I represent on this channel. Yeah? And not just with football, in life. You don't sell out nothing. You don't sell yourself out for nothing. And these people, and I'm going to, listen, trust me, you stay live with me, you're going to understand. Yeah? So make sure you do smash the like button. At the very least, smash the like button. At the very least, subscribe. Yeah? Let's not forget, yeah, in the summer when I was lying on that beach, that these wrong-uns, yeah, do you know what they had done? They had 1,000 subscribers taken from me, and they reinstated in less than 24 hours 1,000 subscribers, and I'd only done a video. You do the maths, you work it out. That ain't normal, yeah? And people go, oh, Johnny's a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, yeah? But a conspiracy is real. You know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence, sons, yeah? And you'll understand, yeah? Life ain't like a box of chocolates, man. Fuck what Forrest Gump says, yeah? Because you don't know what you're going to get. I know exactly what life's about. I know exactly what you're going to get, yeah? Nonsense. Hollywood. Fantasy. Bollocks. Yeah? Drinking the damn minerals. That's what I say. You understand me? Big up to everyone in the chat. Let's move. Let's land it. So, let's talk about it. Because no one else wants to talk about it. In fact, all the Chelsea supporters, you're all awfully very fucking quiet all of a sudden. You're very quiet, you know. Last night, You see, I've got the right to speak on this. I do have the right to speak on this. Do you know why I've got the right? Because I know the truth. Yeah. While all these melts, again, he's a traitor, he's a money-grabbing bastard, this and that, you don't know what you're on about. Yeah? You don't know. I know he was exiled. I know he had his dream to be a legend at our football club and a captain at our football club. He was the captain at our football club. All right? For the pound note, for pure profit, no other reason. Just like you saw with Conor Gallagher. When they had to buy Felix to sell Conor Gallagher. To then loan Felix out. Because it was all about getting a poor profit. And you fed into the agenda of Meatloaf Bowley liking tweets, taking a piss and cussing him for open play assists and open play passes. Going, we love you, Bowley, in Twitter spaces. What owner goes into a Twitter space? What are we doing here, man? What a fucking clown. And he's a tout at our football club. And they have the cheek and audacity to get Chelsea supporters holding cardboard signs about, oh, touting, stop touting. Shut up, man. Our owner's touting. Our chairman earning 20 million a year is touting. Yeah? Let me land it for what it really is, yeah? All right? I can say what I say now. Yeah? I can say what I say now. He's had a miserable time at Man United. Yeah, because he's been injured. There's no other reason to speak about him because he's not been playing. But now he's playing, all right? Now he's playing. He come on in that game yesterday, and let's have it right. Mason Minerals Mount came on that game yesterday, and Morin brought him on. And he instantly changed that game. Make fucking Cruyff turn. Curler. To get him back in the game, to kill the tie, to then score just beyond the halfway line. 2 goals, 20 minutes, man of the match. Do you know what he's gone and done? He's gone and beat his record with Chelsea when he was playing in the Champions League in the San Siro, yeah, against AC Milan, and won man of the match in the first half, 45 minutes. He got man of the match in 20 minutes. Yeah? Now, I want to ask, not one Chelsea account, apart from Tobes, I think, yeah? Because Tobes knows the truth with Mount, all right? Not one single Chelsea account, right? Talking all the normal toxic positivity wrong and melts and all the agenda merchants, they were fucking shush as you like, mate. It was like a horror movie where someone's just got a needle and string and just fucking sewed their lips up and cut their tongue off, bruv. Yeah? Because everyone saw what he done. Absolute baller. I know what he does. And what he did last night was announced himself at Man United as the number 7. He said, I'm the number 7. That's what a number 7 does. It's what David Beckham does. It's what Eric Cantona does, bruv. Yeah, it's what your Cristiano Ronaldo does with the mentality and the style of goal and the class, bruv. Yeah, he's gone and done that to take them to a Europa League final. And let's have it right. I want Man United to win the Europa League because I don't want Spurs winning fuck all. And it's got to that point. But let's have it right. What does that mean? That what? Mason Mount and Man United are going to lift the Europa League final, sitting 15th in the league, win a trophy that's better than our trophy that we're going to win, and get Champions League football. And Mason Mount's going to have 2 trophies since joining Man United. All uncomfortable conversations. But let's have it right. Let's bring up Saeed, yeah? Saeed with his sunglasses and all this money mace and all that. This geezer, flip-flop, all right? Clickbait merchant. All of you Man United, Goldfish, Goldbridge, fucking Brent de Cesar, cussing Mason Mount, feeding the gender of Mason Mount. Let's have it right. All of you lot, sell him. We want Palmer. We'll give you Mason Mount. I've seen it all, bruv. Look at you all now, you flip-flop merchants, propping him up. Embarrassing, bruv. Embarrassing. This is the state of YouTube. They're not fucking real. They flip-flop like you wouldn't believe, more than Javianas on the market, bruv. On the stock market. Ransom pants. How are we saying this guy and all this shit? Look at you now, fucking idiots. You're all idiots. You're clowns. Fucking clowns. And that goes for all the Man United accounts. Yeah? You do it for clicks. You don't support. When are you calling out ownerships all the time, relentlessly? No, man. Now you're celebrating going to a Bilbao final, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You know what? If Mount was at Chelsea, he'd be our best player with Cole Palmer. I would love to see Cole Palmer and Mount. But you know the sad reality, yeah? If we don't get Champions League, wow, Cole Palmer's going to leave. And where's the most likely destination he'll go? Probably Man United. Then what? The fact of the matter is that player should never have left our football club. And you've all witnessed what he's capable of, which I know. But don't you ever, tell me, I'm not supporting a Man United player. What I know, though, no one will ever make me hate that player who won us the Champions League with his biggest open play assist for our football club to win us our 2 stars. He never snaked us. The owners snaked him and ratted him. Fed an agenda, and you bought into it. But now I'm seeing, all is forgiven if you beat Spurs. What kind of mentality is that? No one will ever make me hate him. Never. 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 Any player that wins me the Champions League, I will always love him, bruv. Facts. Now he's in his different, he's creating his own history now. The whole of the Stretford end in fucking awe, bruv. Melting away. Tuchel knows. Tuchel will play Mount. He plays Reece where Reece James plays. Right wing back, right centre back, not fucking midfielder. Facts. Oof. Hurts, doesn't it? And this is the problem we got. Come on, Super Frank. Get Coventry up there. Do you know what's funny? All these melts probably doing watch-alongs on Super Frank when they were absolutely fucking shitting on him when he was our manager under Roman Abramovich. I don't forget. I was that geezer going on platforms, and I was always backing Super Frank. I always wanted Super Frank. I wanted Super Frank to stay. I never wanted him to get sacked when Roman sacked him, I understood what he did. I understood with one managerial year of experience with Derby to come to Chelsea and get us top 4 with a transfer ban, losing Eden Hazard, our best player, and bringing through, Reece James. We had all the young players. We had Billy Gilmore in there. We had Tammy Abraham. Super Frank knew the DNA. He called it out. Called it out, Super Frank. He called it out recently, didn't he? Said Chelsea's a mess. He's a mess. It's a bloody mess. John Terry knows this is not Chelsea. Didier Drogba knows. John Obi Mikel fucking well knows it. They know it. Malouda knows it. But yet every broadcaster, every media platform, every Twitter account, every YouTube channel, no. Oh, it's not a big deal that he doesn't know Ruud Gullit. He doesn't know who Tamblin is. He doesn't know who Osgood is. Fuck off. Get out of here, bruv. Get out of here, bruv. What are you doing here? Ruud Gullit knows the DNA of Chelsea is diminished. It's gone. Finished. Dead and buried at our football club. Super Frank did give Lewis Hall his debut. Facts, Bobby. And what did we do? We sold Lewis Hall, who's a first team starter for Newcastle. Maatson, first team starter for Aston Villa, playing Champions League football. But they're not good enough to play for Chelsea. Oh, Maatson can't play and Lewis Hall can't because we need more height in our defence. Blaming it on Poch. Bollocks. That was the agenda fed. How tall's Cucurella, mate? How tall's Cucurella? What are we doing here? What nonsense is that? King so easy. Mount is one of our best players at United, but he gets hate because of the agenda from the anti-Mount Chelsea fans. And this is the problem. You see all the YouTube content creators, they fed into that. Shame on you, sons. Embarrassment, you lot. You're embarrassment, You don't know what player you got. You don't fucking know. But I know. Yeah. That's nothing what you saw last night. It's nothing, bruv. Yeah. Nothing. I've witnessed it in the flesh at Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea is closely monitoring Juan Hernandez Torres, 17-year-old, and considering paying his 5 million release clause. Who's that for? Hashtag Man United as well. David Pornstein. Bruv. Where's this delusion that we're going to sign players and break the wage structure and sign older players, bruv? Yeah. How many more kids do you want to sign? When do you want to call it out? It's not going to change. How long, ultras? How long have I been telling everyone about the kindergarten FC model? How long have I been telling about? Tell them how many years now have I been telling them about this model that they're all witnessing now? How many? How many times have I told everyone? And it's like they're shocked. Oh, we're looking at more kids. We're looking at that River Plate kid. How many more kids? Because they're stockpiling for profit. Not world class, not elite, not let's challenge now. Let's not bring in players to up the levels at Chelsea. Let's not bring in a world-class striker. Let's bring in Dilap. Let's bring in that Etikeke, whatever his name is, yeah? Who's this? Emmanuel Emega has definitely been a consideration for some time, Sean, as have others like Dilap and Sesko. Pornstein. What are these targets, bruv? What are these targets? So, Gil, you look like a right fucking brown envelope if you're saying that we're going to break the wage structure for experienced players, yeah? Chelsea Dodgers is a sellout account. He's bought, mate, yeah? Just like Vince, just like Tom Bend Overs for Blueco, yeah? Just like Pies and Mash, Flip-Flops, yeah? All of them. All these accounts, mate. Yeah, the lot of them. Alex Goldfish, who has to create a new account because he can't do it on his other account, or has he sold that account for £1 note, so he's starting again and getting all these brown envelope links to get people on the channel, to grow his channel. Yeah, I swear I've been told Egbali, the woman that owns Playback, went to university with Egbali, mate. And what platform's Goldfish on and Pies and Mash? Playback. Oh, oof. Don't shoot the minerals, man. Can everybody just stop getting shot? Giving it all this overhyping Maresca. Fuck off. How about that? Fuck off, you brown envelopes. I'm sick of it, man. They're the reason we're where we are. Yeah? We're the reason. Where have you ever seen them call out the debt? Where have you ever seen them call out Vivid Seats? Where have you ever seen them call out the fucking wage structure? Yeah? And put pressure. All they do is promote and PR young kids 24/7. That's all they do. Oh, but I'll tweet on my private account, my burner account. You're full of shit, mate. Honestly, full of shit. His name is Tom Bend Overs for Blueco, mate. Yeah? That's his name. Don't call him by his real name. That's his name, bruv. Big up to Feroz in here. Feroz knows the deal. You know since day one I've been spot on. I know how the game's rigged, bruv. Yeah? You know how the game's rigged. I know exactly how it is. Like Rahman Osman says, I'm a vociferous Chelsea supporter because I'm passionate and I know the facts and I know the truth. Yeah? Damac's great if you want to make money and it's all about real estate and stadium rebuilds. But where are they going to rebuild to, mate? Because the Chelsea pitch owners ain't had no conversation or any contact or shown any respect about what the stadium plans are. It's all PR. Damac's great. I couldn't give a shit. How's that help? Listen, let me just say it as it is and let's have it right. Yeah? All I care about is what I witness on the pitch. Everything else to me is irrelevant. It's not going in my bank account. It's not going in my pocket. Well, for all these brown envelope accounts, it's going in their pocket. Let's have it right. They're earning. They're getting their benefits. They're getting their privileges. So 100%. That's why they don't land it. That's why they don't say the truth. I'm not that guy. I won't do that. I've got no interest in that. I don't need the money. I don't need it. I don't need to do this. You know what? I really don't. I really don't need to do this. I'll be real with everyone. I actually don't need to do it. I really don't need to do it. Yeah? It'd be better for my mental health. I've got supporters saying that they're struggling with mental health because of Chelsea. They just want to see us winning. Everyone wants to see that. But how can you? The product on the pitch is based upon the debt taken by the ownership with double-digit interest, all right? Which is why you can only go the Brighton model, all right? All they do is slander Roman, slander and exile everything and all the DNA of our football club to create everything brand new. It's brand new, like that rapper. He brought out brand new and then he fucked off and no one saw him again. Maybe he didn't want to sell out, you know, go the extra mile and all that, the green mile. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to go that route, get banged up in a Diddy party. Understandably, I get it. I do get it. Trust me. But listen, Damac might be a great company, a great firm, yeah. But why have you waited till the whole season to announce a sponsor? Why couldn't you get them sponsored from the start? That's all they're interested in it, bruv. That's all they care about. They're creating a new identity at Chelsea. They're creating a new brand. They are trending the league. All the other ownership are following suit. Now, let's land it for what it is and say it straight up, all right? Let's say it straight up. While our owners are milking us supporters, or calling us customers, touting, vivid seats, ruining, putting us in the worst debt than any club in Europe, building a squad of 90 players of so-called Super Youth team, cutting the wage structure, cutting the age bracket, not bringing us a fucking anything with real intent. The PSG are backing a project for football with an elite manager, not an unproven manager, an elite manager, all right, without a yes-man dictatorship. And the owner of PSG is offering, what was it? 200 tickets? Where is it? Where is he? 600. Sorry. PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi has written to all 600 club staff to say they will receive free tickets and travel to the Champions League final. Yeah. That's class. It's not about money for that geezer. They own a country. They're not in it for pound note. They're in it for the glory of winning trophies. That's what we had with Don Roman. We don't have that now. Now we have what the Glazers are. But these lot are worse than the Glazers. I'm telling you, and I'll say it like I went on Talk Sport almost 2 years ago. I said, these owners are the worst owners. They're worse than the Glazers, mate. Yeah. And you were laughing back then. You ain't laughing now. Yeah. Don't be promoting. I don't want to hear all this toxic positivity for winning the Conference League. It's embarrassing we're in it. Right? It's fucking embarrassing. It really is. But I'm seeing a lot of flip-flops. You know? I'm seeing a lot of flip-flops. Me, no chance, mate. Yeah? Facts, bruv. Yeah? And we're waiting for Don Roman's book. I've been told that a Rain Group spokesperson is in the book. Is that by legal request? Is that a legal insert? I don't like the sound of that. I really don't. It's going to be it's going to be very political the way that it's going to be distributed. Let's have it right. Big up Brian CFC. He's become a Minerals FC Ultra for 14 months. Salute you, Brian, bruv. Always supporting. He says, I need those red she-devils to land it on the spuds. We all do, my geezer. We need that. We need that. Won't accept it any other way, my geezer. Big up to Mike. He says, Minerals man is going to win us the Europa League. Cheers, John. You see what I'm fucking saying, man? I knew it was coming. I knew the day was going to come. All right? When he unleashes himself and the United faithful are going to love him. That's what a number 7 does. And they witnessed it in a semi-final. He's going to lift that Europa League. He fucking better. Better. I want him. Listen, mark my words. He's going to score in that final. He's going to win it for Man United. He's going to win. He hates Spurs. Mason Mount, I know, hates Spurs. Hates them. Because he's blue, bruv. He's got Chelsea in him, mate. Trust me. Big up Stevie G. Love to you, my geezer. Fuck the Spurs. Let's have it right. See you next Tuesdays. I want them all 6 feet under. Facts. Salute, Governor. 100%, my geezer. Anyone who says otherwise, mate, they ain't Chelsea. They ain't Chelsea. And that's mate, how can you? Big up to, what's going on here, bruv? My thing. Big up to Davik. He says, Johnny, thoughts on a section of Chelsea fans wanting Spurs to win the Europa League over United, and which team do you want to win the Europa League? I've just said it. This is probably a late Super Minerals. Apologies. But I've already said, and I've already brought up the poll. It's a disgrace. They are not Chelsea supporters. They are new Gen Z melts. They have no idea about the heritage of Chelsea, and it's scary that we've got this new generation supporter that has no idea about the heritage, because this ownership with their PR, their nonsense, is they are feasting on those types of young kids, young supporters who have no idea. And listen, why are they not getting taught? No one does their research. They probably don't even know who Rude Hill is. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. They don't even watch. They don't even know football, bro. Big up Brian. He says, fuck the Roosters on a volleyball. Let's have it right. They are. Facts. Big up the Madman TV, land the super sticker. Respect to you, my geezer. Yeah? We hate Tottenham. Yeah? Trust me. But this is where we are. You know, I'm getting tired of it. Everyone, I'm getting tired of it. I really am. It's just ridiculous, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what's even more of a disgrace? That they've earned all the money from the memberships, right? Listen, anyone who look, let's put it quite simply. Anyone who sits on stream or at night time wearing sunglasses tells you they're a vampire for the pound note. Why not show your eyes? Show your eyes, because then we can see the truth. Everything is in the eyes. Everything. You can see in the eyes. Yeah? Because they're fugazis, bruv. It's all pantomime. It's all show. It's all show. Like that goldfish. Who sits on a stream with Drury, who's like heritage, with fucking sunglasses, bruv? Come on, man. What are we doing here? It's embarrassing, man. It's all Hollywood pantomime. That's how far we've fallen, mate. Right, what's this one? Big up to everyone. You need to do this for me more in the chat. I want you to all quote all these, what these people saying. We call it out, bruv. That's what we do on here. Big up Alpha Kenny. He says CFC have embarked on a philosophy of trying to sign some of the best young talent in the world, and Chelsea's idea of Hernandez Torres may involve a loan to a sister club like Strasbourg. Yeah. Everyone's getting, that's the feeder club. We're a feeder club to Strasbourg, which is why when Alex, who represents the Federation of Strasbourg supporters, who represents the Ultra Boy 90s, who I had the privilege, salute to Stevie G, to have on the channel with myself and Eunice, and landed the minerals, landed facts, they want Blueco out no matter what. Yeah? They want them out. They know what they've done to their football. Listen, this clown ownership sold their captain, Sells, their goalkeeper, who's basically been the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, who's been in the Premier League Team of the Year, Sells, for Nottingham Forest. Yeah? But we couldn't sign him for Chelsea, no? He's better than every single goalkeeper that they bought. There are 9 goalkeepers they bought. Yeah? Right now. We like Petrovic, but the reality is Petrovic will get sold. Or if Strasbourg get Champions League football, we ain't getting Santos back. We ain't getting Petrovic back. And then it's all going to be, oh, don't worry, we're going to sign this Torres. We're going to sign the kid from River Plate. Unbelievable. Another generational midfielder. How many times have we seen this PR? Every transfer window, we're going into 7th transfer window. Where are we getting linked with Osimhen? Where are we getting linked with Gyökeres? Where are we getting linked with Isaac? Where are we getting linked with Bastoni, world class? Diogo Costa, goalkeeper. Where? Where are we getting linked with these players? We're not. That's who we're getting linked with. Kids, bruv. Absolute kids. Big up Hamza. When are you going to stream Eunice? You have to ask Eunice, bruv. Ask him. I don't know. He's busy, he said. He's busy. I don't know, bruv. Oh no, Goldfish knows where Stamford Bridge is because Finkelstein, who sends DMs to people that are engagement groups, says, please don't speak negative on the owner. Speak to them in a positive light. They're really trying. Yeah, he got invited by Finkelstein, mate. Yeah, his first time to the bridge. So he does know where it is, you know, after all this time. You know what rattles me is that these clowns are trying to bring this Moneyball, American culture to our football game. Fuck off with that. Get it over there. Keep it where it belongs. Go and buy your Dodgers. Go and buy your NBA teams and fucking stay away from English football because you're trying to pollute our game. And then we're getting American content creators that are propaganda shit because they're pro the American ownership. Listen, that Goldfish sellout, bruv. Yeah. He knows it. He knows. Cut his head off. He got exposed in 5K, yeah? And he's a snake, and he doesn't love Chelsea. You can get all tattoos, bruv. You can get all the tattoos of Chelsea. Do you know what's funny is, yeah? Chelsea's tattooed on my fucking soul and my heart, mate, yeah? Just as God is. Let's have it right. I don't need a tattoo to prove how much I love Chelsea. I do it. I walk the talk, mate, yeah? I land it, bruv. When you can DM and message directors and a direct owner of our football club, yeah, you're the enemy. And there's no surprise, all toxic positivity with Enzo Maresca and all this. Fuck off, mate. Yeah, literally fuck off. He's probably got a CFC LDN tattoo. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fuck them all, bruv. They're the enemy, mate. When they flip, they're the enemy. I know the enemy, bruv. Yeah? I call them out 24/7, mate. Big up to David. He says, Johan Mount is back. He's going to win the Europa and complete Europe with United. And he's going to land the minerals and lead us to the promised land. Thank you, Chelsea. Would you take him back, Johnny? Fucking... Of course I'll take him back. I'll take him back now. Of course I'll take him back. Gutted us, bruv. Gutted us like fish at Billingsgate, mate. Absolutely gutted us. Bruv, you watch. You make sure. Oh, I want all you lot to tune in, bruv. I'm gonna cook everyone, mate. I'm gonna cook everyone, bruv. I'm gonna cook them all, bruv. Yeah, cursor. The sunshine and rainbows were all out. That's why he had shades on. Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah. You know, I go on the beach, bruv. I'm in 40 degrees heat. You know, I don't wear sunglasses, mate. Don't wear them. Don't wear them, bruv. Mount and Palmer would be filth. That'd be filth. Pure filth. I'm telling you. Bruv, I'm playing Mount over Enzo Fernandez all day long. Enzo Fernandez, fuck off. Mount with Palmer, 2 8-10s, filth. That's filth. Because Mount can actually, unlike some, do the dog work in midfield. He's got the brain, bruv. No one knock it, bruv. Big up to TJA94. Seen one comment wanting us to lose in the final for more people to wake up. But I am one true supporter who wants to win the final, and we can still be protesting afterwards. I agree. We can listen. winning the Conference League, it shouldn't be like, oh my God, wow, look what we've done. This is incredible. These clowns will probably do a parade for it. Yeah. But we want to win, bruv. We want to win. Every trophy that we're in, we want to win. But where was the same mentality and the same hunger for the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup? Let's ask that question to Enzo Maresca and the faithful owners, yeah? Where was that same energy, bruv? It weren't there. What would you rather win? Would you rather win the FA Cup or the Conference League? That's a good question. What cup would you prefer to win? FA Cup or Conference League? Let me know in the chat. No, you shouldn't want your team to lose. You shouldn't want your team to lose. Yeah. What are we saying, Ultras? FA Cup or Conference League? FA Cup. What happens if we don't win the Conference League? But like, let's be real here, yeah. Real Betis are not any pushovers. I think they're fifth in the league, in La Liga. Isco came out and said, "We've beaten Real Madrid and we went toe to toe with Barcelona. We do not fear Chelsea." Yeah, like they're not a shit team. They're not a shit team. Yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be a really interesting final. It really is. I think either or Fiorentina, if they got through, they looked as very experienced, strong side. But I think Betis are the better side. Yeah, it's true, Daryl. Asking what would you prefer, the Conference League or the FA Cup, is like, who do you prefer, Bonnie Blue or Slosh Pot Wet? You know, take your pick. I want the pinnacle, bruv. You know, I want a Jennifer Connolly. I want a Megan Fox. You know, the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? We want that. You know, we want that 10 out of 10, bruv. You know what I'm saying? We don't want slosh pots, mate. We don't OnlyFans merchants. You know what a disgrace. What a career that is. Oh, how did you earn your money? What did you do in your career? I basically open sesame, and everyone just steamrolled in. To have it right, they didn't even need to say open sesame. They didn't even have to say that. They have to say that. They just come in all balaclavaed up, ballied up, and that's it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Strasbourg have done very well, but there's a reason. Sharon Stone, yeah, don't. There's a reason. There's a reason why. Because Strasbourg don't have the pressure like the Chelsea supporters give. Because we're elite. We've won it all. You know, we have standards. We're used to a ruthless owner, winning ruthlessly. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all mid. It's all mediocrity. It's all trust. It's just wish. It's flippy. It's like this. This is what it's like. I'll show you what it's like. In fact, I'll get it up. It's better to just get it up. And to be real with you, I can't even get it up there. Why? We'll get it up here. Here we go. This should be our new shirt sponsor, really. But no, I mean, it's more fitting for Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? New shirt sponsor, Viagra, for when you can't get past the semi, bruv. Yeah. But that's you know, that's where we are in terms of like, we're not, you know, we're not ruthless. We're not feared. You know what I'm saying? We're not feared, bruv. We are not feared. That's the reality, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Everyone smash the like button. Respect to everyone. How's Super Frank doing? Very quickly. Let me have a quick butchers. Oh, 2-1. Fuck. Oh, that's shit. Bruv, Super Frank picked them up. What were they? 16th in the league? Got them in the playoff. Bruv, Mudueke, Brett Speak, he got called in on Talk Sport. He spoke. What is going on with this PR? And why is he coming out speaking, bruv? All right? I don't rate him. I'll be real. I don't rate him. I don't rate him. Yeah. I don't rate him. Mate, I've been blocked by Iqbali. You can't get better than that. I mean, that's top of the top. Pornstein, Matt Law, like that Clearlake account's nothing, bruv. It's fuck all. So Mudueke went on Talk Sport. He was like, "Yeah, you know, we want to do this, want to do." It's all toxic positivity. He was just talking breeze, like, you know, what's he going to say? Oh yeah, we're all developing. We're the gaffer's great. He's so clever. This and that. It's just all bullshit, bruv. It's all waffle. Oh, thoughts on Lee? Well, Lee knows who I am, doesn't he? I've got something for you. I've got something for you. Let me get it. Where is it, mate? Where's it gone? I'll get it. Also, Roy Keane on the overlap. They were talking about, you know, is a Europa League win enough to salvage Man? And he goes, it's a disgrace where Man United are. It's an absolute disgrace. And he's not wrong. You see, they're the standards that you should have at your football club. And we're talking about Man United. You know? Listen, Lee's been on my platform many times. Everyone knows why. You know what I'm saying? He ain't on no more, bruv. But let's play this. Is it shared? Yeah, it's shared. Big up to my ultra Chelsea Empire, bruv.
But Chelsea are a bigger football
Here we go.
club than Arsenal and have acted like a bigger football club than Arsenal for the last 20 years.
Do you think Chelsea are now bigger than Arsenal?
Chelsea have been bigger than Arsenal for 2 decades, Terry. Income-wise, they're bigger. Academy, they're better. Trophy haul, they're better, especially last 2 decades. Yeah, they're not above us officially on trophies, but in the last 2 decades, they're still the most successful club in England. Just because they're sat down in 8th or 9th, don't let that fool you. They won the Champions League 2 years ago. Let's not sit here and forget that they won a Champions League, Terry. Let's not sit here and forget that they've been in cup finals after cup finals after cup finals under Tuchel and before that. Yes, they haven't won a league for 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is. They are a massive football club. Their global fan base is bigger than Arsenal's. Their income's bigger than Arsenal's. Their trophies in the last 20 years is bigger than Arsenal's. In what way are we bigger than them? But Chelsea are
winning 2 Champions League trophies and 2 Europa surely makes them a bigger club than Arsenal. Only Gooners won't agree. So you're basically just taking a European competitions as proof of a bigger club. I'd take total trophies and Arsenal are clear. No matter how many times everyone wants to dismiss, no matter how many times people want to dismiss FA Cups, league titles, and league cups. No, it don't work like that, guys. I'm sorry. It don't work like that. All trophies matter that are a professional trophy, not some Mickey Mouse trophy like the Audi Cup. All trophies matter. People go, oh, but the Champions League's bigger than the FA Cup. Okay, cool. It's still a trophy, mate. I'd rather win 14 FA Cups on the spin. I'd rather win 14 FA Cups in a row than win one Champions League in 14 years. Why is everyone
bollocks? Bollocks. And funny enough, 34% of Arsenal's trophy cabinet is Charity Shield. So we're going to disregard that straight away from the get-go. Yeah. The fuck? So he's gone from saying Chelsea are a bigger club in every aspect to now flipping back to no, Arsenal are bigger because they've got more trophies. What are we doing here, bruv? European heritage. You cannot be an elite football club and be the biggest in London if you ain't won Champions League. We won 2 of them, 2 Europa Leagues, Super Cup, Club World Cup, 2 Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah? Like, what are we doing here, bruv? Like, this is what I'm saying. Be real, bruv. Say it as it is. Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal. End of story. I don't want to hear it. Yeah? They can't even sit at our fucking table, bruv, with the elites. So how can they be bigger than us? What are we doing here? Man. Javianas are flipping more than on the stock market. You know what I'm saying?
So welcome back to the channel, guys. And today, as you can see, we have got the Lionel Messi of football journalism on the channel.
Lionel Messi of fucking journalism. Lionel Messi of fucking brown envelopes. That's what he is. Yeah? Fabrizio Romano. What a fuck. Destroyed our football club. Destroyed it. Yeah? Him and Pawnstein, bruv. Big up the Kashmiri Blue. Says, Johnny, if Spuds or United win the Europa, they would have a better season than us. Now, facts. Up to Chelsea. Big up to you. And Gunnar, he's a real one too. Like, listen, he calls it out. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? But I've got issues, mate. Yeah. Loyalty goes a long way with me. Loyalty, realness, not real. Big up to you, Kashmiri, because you know what? Let's have it right. If I don't even want to put Spurs in that, they're bottle jobs, they ain't going to win it. If United, when United win the Europa League, let's have it right, they would have had a better season than Chelsea. They've won a better cup, a bigger cup, and they've got Champions League football like that. Doesn't matter about league position anymore. League position, whether you come 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, still Champions League. That's all that matters. No one gives a shit. Trophies, what you measure success on. Well, our trophy ain't as big as the Europa League, and that's a fact. So we would have had a better season than us. They spent less money than us. In 3 years, we spent 1.6 billion, and we've got that trophy to show for it. However, Chelsea will still have a more successful season than the arseholes in North London. We see things they'll never see. So have it right. Listen, European finals ain't for everyone. You know what I'm saying? The fact that Spurs are in it tells you, wow, mad. So that's the way I look at it, and that's my honest take, bruv. My honest take. Big up to TJ. He says arsehole banger. Yeah, bangers and mash. No onions, no gravy, no Lurpak. Dry as you like, burnt. So have it right. That's the Arsenal way. Yeah, Arsenal way. I'm glad actually, because do you know what? Their supporters, a lot of their accounts, apart from Lee, obviously, can't stand Lego Head. I mean, I can't blame the geezer, but everyone else, you've been sucking on the pipe of Lego Head. Trust the process. Some of them still are. He's a fucking tells you how far standards in football have just dropped and fallen. Yeah, you think you're going to give Maresca 5 years of this shit? No way, bruv. No way. Bruv, next year, Chelsea should be winning the Premier League. The amount of money we spent, we should already be winning the Premier League. We should already be playing Champions League winning to try and win the Champions League after spending 1.7 billion. What are we doing here? Make it make sense. Who spends all that money and doesn't compete at the highest level? What is this delusion? Fuck me. And do you know what, yeah? Everyone goes, oh, what phase is Maresca in? Maresca's phase? It's not Maresca's phase. Maresca ain't the gaffer. He ain't the gaffer at Chelsea. The model is, the ownership is, and we're in phase 3. We're phase 3 of this fugazi of a project, of this trust of fucking failure, mate. Yeah? Trust me. I'm not even joking. It's embarrassing. And I can't understand it. Who's that? Stephen Michaels? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who's that? Big up to Noah FC winning the first time in their history. Armenian Premier League title. All the best. Mad. That's mad. But that's what it's all about. You know, they'll be celebrating. They'll be buried up. They'll be landing it. You know, this is football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a juicy one. This is a juicy one. Aries Management owns Atletico. We are in debt to Atletico, ladies and gents. Is that right? I've got to do some research on that, Rayan. I've got to do some research on that. Now, I know Aries Management own a lot in baseball, NFL, NBA, and Inter Miami too, which shows you the link, because Inter Miami are in the Club World Cup, aren't they? Is Atletico in the Club World Cup with us? Do you know? I don't even know. I need to look at the teams for that. That's another stream anyway. Fuck. Aries Management. Let me educate everyone. Some people might be new in here. Aries Management is a preferred shareholder of Blueco. They loaned to Clearlake Capital £500 million at 12.96% interest rate. Bosh. Is that it right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're surgical with this bitch. Can everybody just stop getting shot? And now they're involved in, they're in bed they're in bed with or ownership of Atletico. Interesting. And also, Arsenal have got Berta, the new sporting director. He's elite, bruv. Yeah, he's elite. Where's the Campos? Look what a Campos is built up with Paris Saint-Germain and what's his name? Luis Enrique, the gaffer I wanted. I know my gaffers, bruv. I wanted him, bruv. Yeah, I wanted him. They got a 34% stake in Atletico. That's enough. They got a stake at Chelsea Football Club with Blueco. Sorry, Blueco. They got a stake with Blueco. And check this. Aries Management has to be paid. The first ones paid contractually, legally. They are the first ones to get paid before Clearlake, Eldridge Industries, Guggenheim, Wiz Foundation, the Syndicate Bank loans. Aries Management gets paid first. Private equity, my sense. Private equity. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, that's what we got here. Trust me. Everyone saw Maureen's fists, bruv. All blood, smashed up. Brother, Maureen loves Mount. Loves him. People that know football know about Mount. Facts. It's about football. Football. Yeah. We move. Big up Rebel Rise says, why Slot Machine won the league this season? Why? Let's ask the question why. I do think, though, you have to take into consideration that Man City have fallen off Mount Everest. Yeah. We've fallen off a cliff. Villa playing Champions League football dropped off. Arsenal are just Arsenal. We're just participating FC. You know, they don't actually get over the line. It's like they've had a vasectomy or, you know, they're just pissed up all the time and they can't shoot, bruv. They can't shoot to score, bruv. And who else are we talking? Man United. Look at the state of Man United. Spurs were up there at some point. You know, they were competing for top 4. They're not in it. So you look at it, Liverpool had a free run. No one's really gone toe-to-toe with Liverpool. No one's put them under real pressure. I do think if you put Liverpool under pressure in certain moments of that season, they might not win the league. It's going to be a different league next year. So, although Slot Machine, he's hit jackpot in his first season, he's one of the first, he's fifth manager now to win the Premier League in his debut season. Manuel Pellegrini, who now manages Real Betis that we're going to face now in the Conference League final with Man City, he won the Premier League, Pellegrini. Wig Merchant and Antonio Conte with Chelsea. Carlo Ancelotti, Don Carlo with Chelsea. And Jose Goat Mourinho with Chelsea. I don't see any other managers on that list. Not even Pep Guardiola's on that list. Yeah. Not even Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? But different era, bruv, for Sir Alex. But he inherited a team he's got experience to fall back on, and granted, he's got new blood in that team as well. So that does play a role. Like, he still had to bed in some new players, get them to play, and let's have it right. All these players, they're not playing Klopp's system like for like. But one thing Slot Machine said that people that went under the radar, he focused as a priority the fitness of the players. Because if you've got a fully fit strength squad and you manage the fitness of these players, and that means rotating at the right time and playing the right system for these to get the best out of these players, then you've always got a chance to be what? What's the most important thing? Consistency. You can have consistency. What's our fitness saying at Chelsea? Shambles. We can't keep Lavia off crutches, bruv. Fafana off crutches. How many players are going out injured in our squad? How many players that they bought that have got an injury record? You know? But where did he fail? Champions League, because they're not quite at that level yet. They're not quite at that level. And PSG, that's when I knew PSG were going to win the Champions League. I said it. When they beat Liverpool, I knew it. I knew they're going to go all the way. They're going to beat Inter Milan. Watch. Trust me. Yeah. 100%, bruv. Big up to Kashmiri. He says, have a beer on me. You deserve it. I appreciate how hard it is to say the truth in today's fucked up world. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Be drinking in the Levat Soup Crema. Is that a bit right? The readies are there. But yeah, when you speak the truth, you get punished for it these days. I know that. I'm still here doing it. I don't have to do it, but I do it because I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy doing it. I enjoy mudding these melts. I enjoy exposing the false narratives. I enjoy fighting to try and get Chelsea back to where it belongs. And if I don't hold the standards on my platform, then what's the point? What are we holding? Each other's dicks for brown envelope circles and elephant walks? No, that's not for me. Sorry. I ain't that geezer. So, yeah, we will continue to call out the truth and speak the truth because that is what matters. Big up to Brian. He says, land on Roman on these loser goons, my geezer. Facts. Let's do that right now because this is elite. Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich. Let's do it again for the second time. Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich. Absolute facts. Love our Don Roman. Miss our Don Roman. Always. Always. We always miss him, bruv. So let's have it right. Great show, guys. Love to. I need to try and engage with the chat more often, bruv. Roman's book's coming out. You can order it now, and I think it's out June. No, I think it's out in June. 1st of June, 2nd of June. Also, everyone that wants Champions League football, and we all want it, we crave it. How are we going to cope in it? How are we going to cope in it with this squad? Yeah. Big up Rebel Ryan says UCL football has to be next season. Prem gets 6. Yeah, 6. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. 6, you know. So, listen. Books out after the Club World Cup. Okay. Do you know what, guys? We will do 100%. We'll do a live reaction to Don Roman's book. I'm going to read it and I want to go through things and I'm going to pick things that I want to talk about. There's going to be plenty there. So we're going to land it, bruv. We trust in our Don Roman. I just hope he says it for what it really is. Because us supporters, we need it, bruv. We need it. And we will be there, guys. We will be there. Yeah. And seriously, Pep Guardiola, Man City, their worst season, are 3 points behind Arsenal, and they're in an FA Cup final, and they got a chance to win a trophy in Arsenal. You can't make it out, bruv. They're in meltdown. You know, they deserve everything they get. They deserve everything they get. Yeah. Trust me. Redbird Capital out. Cardinal out. Big up to you, Raw. AC Milan supporter. Keep the standards up, my geezer. Keep the standards up. Maurizio Sarri or Enzo Maresca? Oh, Maurizio Sarri, bruv. He won us the Europa League. We started to see his style of play, but he had a better team. Pellegrini's a tough opposition. It's a father figure for Enzo Maresca. He's spoken many times. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be, it's going to be a great game. Listen, it's going to be an exciting game to watch, bruv, because we're actually playing someone of quality. You know, we haven't seen that all season in the Conference League. So it is what it is. But listen, big up to everyone. That's quite a long stream today. Love to everyone supporting the channel. Please smash a like, subscribe, put your comments down below. And come on, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? I need all my ultras. I need all the ultras, bruv. You know? And we will keep landing the truth, bruv. Yeah, daily minerals. Come on. We love that. But listen, that's me done. I need to relax now. I want you all to relax, enjoy. If you come in late, you can rewind, re-eat wine. When the minerals man says selector, come on, bruv. What are we doing here? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a stream after the Newcastle game. Win, lose or draw, we'll do a stream. Come on, bruv. What are we doing here? Win, lose or draw. It's Blue Cut out on every stream. So yeah, we'll be streaming after the game. There's a lot of games, isn't it? Arsenal have to give the guard of honour, by the way. What do you know? Yeah, what do you know? The one thing I respect Enzo Fernandez and Madueke for is not applauding at the guard of honour for the Dippers. It's fair play. I respect that. Something positive to take from that. Come on. So it is what it is. Actually, before we go, we got Jennings here. Put a tweet out. It's the first time I've ever liked anything. Because he's unblocked me, so I can actually. Another example of Clear Lake's greed and lack of understanding of football culture. Football is tribal. This isn't America. We can't all sit together and be filmed on kiss cams. The violence is in ground is directly traceable to the greed from the ownership. Like I say, he's landing it as it should be landed. I've got to say, respect to him. We need more. We need more of them doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when you had the chance, didn't do it straight away. Is what it is. Maybe they've cut the brown envelopes. Who knows, bruv? But yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it? That'd be hilarious, bruv. People think it's personal. It's never personal, bruv. I just call out bullshit. I call out your narratives. You know what I mean? So, yeah, big up to everyone. As always, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Win, lose or draw, blue co out. No surrender mentality. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And big up to all of the ultras and everyone supporting the channel. And we're going to leave you with Don Roman. Comments down below. Salute. And it's true. It's not personal with all these wrong-uns that I call out and all these blue ticks and brown envelopes. It's personal with the ownership. Trust me. Personal, bruv. Yeah. Big up to